Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Muhammad Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com New York Forex trading session. I'm going to present Elliot Wave Analysis and Forex Forecast. I mainly use Elliot Wave Analysis to trade and forecast the market, and I also teach my day trading methods and Elliott wave patterns as well. There are different ways to contact me. Okay, let's get started. I hope you guys could easily manage to see my computer screen over here. So I've shared the trading terminal, the charts. Okay, let us start with euro dollar currency pair. At this point in time, it seems to me euro dollar is going sideways. We might get maybe a drop in price action to test this lower trend channel line where I'm pointing my cursor. What I mean by that, somewhere around this area, market is probably going to hit and then it's probably going to bounce back up. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. I'm looking for a bullish rise over here or a rally over here inside euro dollar currency pair from this trend line. Now if we do get a breakdown in price action, let's say market creates an overlap at 1.1630 level. Let me move this one up. 1.1630. So if price action creates an overlap and hits 1.1630 level, then it's quite possible that price action is going to drop even further in euro dollar currency pair. Okay, now if you check out the 4-hour time frame, over here I was expecting the price action to drop in EURUSD, so we got the decline, but we need maybe a little bit more drop in price action. Then this corrective wave is probably going to complete itself. Regarding the Elliott wave count, this is my bullish Elliott wave count over here. So as long as price action is staying above 1.1630 level, to me it is still an uptrend. This is also the bullish Elliott wave count invalidation point at 1.1630 level. This is what I really like about Elliott wave, that you get an exact and precise level when you are forecasting the market or when you are trading the market, or when you're looking for an invalidation, like where you are wrong, when your wave count becomes invalid. So you get a crystal clear idea, a line or a price level which tells you that market should not hit it. So let's say price action is going to fall. Okay, let's say we get a drop in price action and euro dollar is going to hit 1.1630 level. Then what? Well, then I'm going to reanalyze the price action, and it also means that we have already seen a top. The wave number 5 has already completed up there. So I'm expecting the euro dollar to move sideways a little bit and then drop more. Okay, let me show you the wave analysis over here. 1 second. Go over to the 30 minutes chart. So over here, this is the 30 minutes time frame here. So if I zoom out a little bit, what we got is, this looks like to me we got A, B and C. X and A, B, C, X, A, B. So expect a drop in price action wave C, which is going to complete the triple zigzag pattern. Okay. Next, let us take a look at US dollar index. The daily chart of US dollar index suggests that market is trying to find a bottom over here. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So US dollar index is trying to find a bottom over here. This whole thing could probably turn into a triangle scenario if the trend is still down, or maybe turns into a flat, or maybe an ending diagonal. In 4-hour time frame of US dollar index, I'm expecting the price action to rise up more and hit this upper channel line. Okay, if you take this high over here, this is the most recent swing high, and price actually filled this gap over here. There was another gap up there. Maybe market is going to fill that gap as well. So we'll see how it goes. So far we got this bullish breakout, and it's quite possible that the US dollar index is going to rise up more over here. Now regarding the pound dollar, it looks bearish, and the way GBPUSD just keep falling down, I think market is going to drop even further over here. Okay, let's take a look at a 4-hour chart. So over here we got the breakdown, then price action just keep going down and down. So the way I see GBPUSD, it's going to drop more. It's not going to stop the decline. Sooner or later it's going to drop even further. If you check out the 30 minutes time frame, price action printing lower swing highs and lower swing lows. Okay, so this looks like to me market is going to drop even further. We might get a bullish leg over here if price action shows some kind of a breakout over here. But for the time being, the trend is down in GBPUSD currency pair, and I expect further weakness in price action of pound dollar pair. I think it's going to drop even further. Next one is the Aussie dollar. Okay, the way Aussie dollar is behaving, we got the bullish breakout, but the move isn't over. Okay, if this really is an leading diagonal, then obviously we should get a top and a drop in price action. Now there is another wave count which suggests market isn't going to stop over here, and we might get even further upside. That is the reason why I always tell traders to use Elliott Wave to forecast the market, but also use Elliott Wave to define your entry, stop loss, and take profit levels as well. You can't just take a sell trade just because you think market is going to print a top over here. Okay, you need some kind of an evidence first, maybe like kind of a chart pattern or an Elliott Wave pattern before you actually short this pair. Okay, if you take a look at 4-hour time frame, it just keep testing. We keep getting spikes on both sides. So the way I see market is probably going to rise up even further. Okay, I expect more upside in Aussie dollar currency pair. Next one is the NZDUSD currency pair. We got the drop in price action, then a rally over here, but this pullback isn't enough. If market really wants to go up, then we should get some kind of a bullish breakout above this area around 0.6060 level. Otherwise it could drop even further. So if you check out the 4-hour time frame, so far market just finding resist. This was the previous support level, okay, which is now providing resistance over here and another one over here. This is simple technical analysis, easy to understand. Now it's possible that market might try to fool us. It creates a false breakout to the upside and then drops back lower. That's also possible, but it's a low probability. US dollar Swiss franc, I expect further upside in USDCHF currency pair. So take a look at a 4-hour time frame. So far market is just going sideways. It's a sideways price action going on, and I think if we do get a bullish breakout, this is the level 0.8006. Okay, this is the price level 0.8. Let me change this. 0.8006. This is the price level. So if price action is going to break above this level, then the trend is going to change. Otherwise, to me, this is just a pullback or a corrective price action going on. Same way, like the way we're getting the drop in euro. So I expect this as just a bullish leg, just a corrective wave. And then market is going to resume the downtrend inside US dollar Swiss franc currency. So the forecast is bearish in US dollar Swiss franc. On a short term basis, it is going to rise up, okay, but or on a long term basis, it's a downtrend. This was the wave A, B, and C, and then I told you after wave C, price action is going to rise up. So we're getting a bullish leg over here inside US dollar CHF currency pair. Next, let us take a look at spot gold. Spot gold is moving up. Well, I told you guys in last few trading sessions that I expect more upside in spot gold. I even draw bullish trend, this trend channel over here, this bearish trend channel, and these things usually break to the upside. So we're getting this as a bullish wave C leg. Now, once market is going to complete this bullish wave C, then the way I see the pattern suggests price action is going to print a top and it's going to start the decline. But you can't just take a sell trade just because you think price action is going to print a top. You need an evidence, you need a chart pattern, you need some kind of a trade setup. Okay, the forecasting the market is different and trading the market is different. For trading, you need to define entry, stop loss, and take profit levels. Okay, and when both things matches, when the forecast matches your trade setup, then things becomes easy. Okay, next one is the USD-CAD currency pair. So far, it's just going sideways. It's a sideways pattern, kind of, I would say, a range-bound market. I expect a pullback in price action of US dollar CAD currency pair. Okay, and market is probably going to drop first and then it's rise up after that. Okay. Okay. Next, let us take a look at US dollar CAD currency pair 1 hour. So 1 hour, I already told you guys that price action is probably going to drop first and then expect a bullish leg. Okay, so the way I see USD CAD is probably going to drop more. Next one is the US dollar yen. This one looks interesting. We're getting kind of a triangle formation over here in a daily time frame of USDJPY currency pair. Now let me show you the 4-hour chart. This is the level 148.00. If price action is going to break above 148.00 level, then the way I see market is going to rise up even further. Okay, but for the time being, it's, we did not get a bullish breakout. Now sometimes what happens is that oh, okay, here I was expecting the market to drop and we got a small decline in price action, but this decline wasn't enough. Market rallied back up again. So if we do get a drop in price action in USD Yen currency pair, then it's going to be wave A, B, and wave C to the downside. Okay, I think these are the currency pairs that I would like to discuss. If you have any currency pair that you want me to analyze, just type inside the chat box. Okay, let me check out the crude oil. WTI crude oil, I told you guys that crude oil is to rise up. This is just a pullback, just a corrective price action. The overall trend is down. It's a bearish trend going on in oil. So market is going to rise up, and then it's going to resume the downtrend. Let's go back to the euro dollar currency pair. So euro USD, the way I see, it's probably going to print a new low, and then the chances are high that price action is going to rise up from these lows. But I also mentioned that the drop should not be deep enough. It should not hit 1.1630 level. If it happens, if price action is going to touch 1.1630 level, then obviously the uptrend is done. It's finished. And then we can say with high confidence that the wave 5 has already completed over here. But for the time being, it seems to me wave 5 isn't over and market is going to rise up from current levels. But you need to always keep in mind the alternative Elliott wave count, also known as plan B, that what if market doesn't go, what if the plan fails, then what would you do? Okay, so you need to have preferred Elliott wave count and the alternative Elliott wave count. Okay, so when you analyze the market or you trade the market, you should have an idea that which way market is going to move, and what if market doesn't follow your trade plan or doesn't follow your forecast, then where it's going to move next. Okay, so you need to create a plan in advance so you remain focused in trading. Okay. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for today from my side. I do like the USD Yen setup which I discussed, and regarding the Aussie dollar, I hope it's clear that it could just keep going up over here, and all the people who are trying to sell that, they would probably lose money. Okay, it's a kind of a low probability to sell now. You need some kind of a confirmation. Once you get that, then you might look for sell trade setup. But for the time being, it's an uptrend, and I can even draw a simple trend channel over here. If I go over to a 1 hour time frame, let me remove all of this over here. This is the 1 hour chart, and you notice we can draw a simple bullish trend channel lines over here. Okay, so it's an uptrend. There is no reason to look for a bearish pattern or downtrend or sell setup, something like that. These things, by the way, usually break the upside. The way price action is going nowhere, is going sideways. It is trying to create what is known as a triangle scenario. Okay, so the trend is clearly up inside Aussie dollar currency pair, and we might get further upside. Okay, it looks quite possible. Okay, that's pretty much it for the time being from my side, and I will try to upload the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple crypto pairs videos probably on Saturday. Okay, so that's it from my side. Have a nice day.